Hello, welcome to Rise for Nigeria channel. We've got a few things to talk about today, so let's get right to it. Okay, so SARS, we've heard about the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, that instead of ending robbery, has ended up ending the lives of people, innocent Nigerians. And this past week, it came to a head, and a lot of people started protesting to end SARS. And finally, that happened this past weekend. This weekend, the Inspector General of Police has announced that that unit of the police has been disbanded. Okay, so just a few things there. First of all, I want to say again a great job to Nigerians who rose up, who spoke up against the pretty much the violence of this people who are supposed to be protecting the people, their violence on innocent Nigerians. So for those who said enough is enough, end SARS, and that campaign took off. So I want to say good job to you. You did a great job. And this is a great example of people going, rallying from online offline. So on social media, this was a big thing. End SARS, end SARS. And you saw Nigerians mobilize. They went to the street and they put pressure on the government. And, eventually the government listened. So again, good job to the government as well for listening to the people. Again, it's unfortunate that it took this long for the government to listen to its people. If the government would listen more to the people, what they are going through, what they are saying, please just listen to the Nigerian people. Uh, I think Nigeria will be much better than where it is today if the government would listen more to the people. Don't dismiss them. Just pay attention to what they're saying. So good job to the people that rallied, protested, and again, unfortunately, those who have lost loved ones to this squad, their loved ones are not coming back, and just sympathies to them. But I hope the government will also look inward. It's not enough to end this SARS. This unit will no longer exist. What about the police in general? What about military people that think, they say this is military zone, it's military zone. So military zone, no one, civilians cannot come there. You start hearing terms like bloody civilians. Those things are still real. Where soldiers think that they are, people need to respect them. And respect, in many cases, they just want people to fear them. That should not be. That's not how things work in a normal society. So, how will the government of Nigeria look into the security outfit? So you look at the military, you look at the military, you look at the police. How could we start getting these people to start functioning in the normal way? So police, how much training are we going to start providing them? I think that all of these people, they need a lot of training, how to interact with people. Those types of training, they don't seem to be provided, and it starts with our mentality. If for some reason we think that, if we can just intimidate them, and they will respect you, they will fear you. If that's how we are training our military officers and our police officers, we are not going anywhere. So we need to start training them to learn as well. Not You don't need to intimidate people before they respect you. So those types of training, what would the government start doing now to start improving things in that area? So that's an area I would hope maybe the government will look into. And I want to encourage Nigerians that went out on the streets and kept the pressure up. Keep up the good pressure. Keep up the good pressure on the government. There are so many other areas that we need things to change quickly. I mean, they ended SARS now. There are a lot of things that could be changed quickly too if the government would listen. But it takes the people also putting pressure on them. Put pressure, good pressure on them. And achieve things, make government, change things that are not working in the society. So again, I hope we can get people that rallied on this cause and SARS. You can rally, form a unit, and keep putting pressure on government to bring about the desired change in the country. So That's that for SARS. Now the next one. So the governorship election in Ondo State just concluded, and again, anyone who has been following that would know that Governor Rotimi Akeredolu was re-elected the governor of Ondo State. So, well, congratulations to him. But just a couple things. First of all, Ondo State. I'm from Ondo State. Full disclosure, and I want to pick on a couple things quickly. I was reading the papers. I think I don't know if it's Vanguard or Punch or both of them, and I saw them reporting the numbers. So I am from Okegbo in Ondo State, and the name of the local government is Ileoluji Okegbo local government. And I was reading in the papers, and some of them they just went with some of the papers just went with they reported the numbers, and they went with Ileoluji local government. Ah, okay. So that's me just being picky here. But why just call the name of the local government fully, completely, right? It's not just Ileoluji. They are two separate towns. And Okigbo must feel a sense of belonging there too. So that's just me speaking. So I hope our papers will correct that. And I think another paper said Iloluji Okeogbo local government. It's not Okeogbo, it's Okeigbo. So all right, so that's just again me just picking on things here. But back to serious issues. I hope along the lines of what I just talked about with SARS, how can the Nigerian people start putting more, again, good pressure on their government to provide quality services for them? So yes, Akeredolu won re-election, but I was in Okigbo earlier this year, and based on what I see, this is not, we are not seeing a sign that there is government in place there, right? And I want us to start asking ourselves that, if you're going to a place, there are no good roads. No good roads leading to a place. That means there's failure there. There's failure on the part of the state government, local government, federal government. And we need to stop accepting average as good enough. It's not good enough. And that's where you see the Western world. There are people keep pushing them. They keep pushing the government that, hey, we want this thing changed. Nigerian people need to rise up in that way too. So Akeredolu won re-election. Demand better for him. He can't, I went to Ondo town actually when I was in Ondo State earlier in the year. I went to Ondo town, and Ondo town had changed. Why? It was because Mimiko, the previous governor, is from Ondo town. When he was in power, he transformed his town. The roads are good, and so many things like that. And I begin to ask, why is it that you have to wait to, why is it that, and that's what maybe another reason people clamor for, it has to be our daughter, it has to be our son that has to get this post. But you shouldn't, if you are voting for Akeredolu now, it shouldn't be that, well, it has to, it has to provide good roads, best hospitals for those in Owo and surroundings because it's from Owo, right? So you have to say, listen, we voted for you too. I mean, so we deserve better. So even people in Okegbo, people in the Odigbo, people in different parts of Ondo State, and all over, it shouldn't be that, well, we need to wait till our son gets there, our daughter gets there. You can demand better from those in power, right? They are serving you, right? You shouldn't be the one having to serve them. So that's important. And lastly, on a more personal note, this past weekend, my uncle passed away. And he passed away again due to a medical situation that, in my opinion, in a normal functioning society where healthcare is critical, where the care of people's health is a priority, he shouldn't have died from what was ailing him. And it upset me. And I think we need to, as a nation, start demanding better. Also healthcare. Think about this. All these governors or the president, when they fall sick, what do? They travel abroad. They go get the best healthcare that they can get. And you are in Nigeria, that you're voting for them, they don't provide you the same type of healthcare that they are getting abroad. Should that shouldn't make any sense to you? And this is where Nigerians need to start saying, listen, that healthcare that you are getting abroad, we need the same thing in our own city. Before we vote for you in our town, we need that. You need to provide that for us. And don't tell me it's not possible. Don't tell me, oh, it's only going to take time. Do you know how many trillions of naira, that changes hands in this country? Nigeria is a rich country, and they continue to borrow money still, and we still don't see the maximum impact in the lives of the people. So I hope Nigerians will get up, demand more. It's not, you're not being selfish, you're not being greedy if you demand more of the government, that we need a better living. Healthcare, I mean, we should be able to get better healthcare. You should be able to get, good water, good roads. You should be able to, get a job. You should be able to, those types of things, social amenities, we should be able to get them. I don't tell me Nigeria is a poor country. Nigeria is not poor. Nigeria can afford it. So again, those are just my thoughts. What do you think? Share this with other people, and you could share your thoughts in the comment section as well. And if you're yet to subscribe, please do so. So that's that for this week. And have a great rest of your week. I'll see you next week.